Excuse my appearance. I just came back from the gym. I just so happened to start getting back into using TikTok. Scrolling on this shit just now, I see Drake dropped a new fucking track. Here we go again with this nigga. This motherfucker, right? And nigga was like,
Drake dropped a new heater, but let me get out the way. Y'all tell me what it is out of 10.
He plays this shit. First thing I hear, I'm like, is that who I think it is? Sure enough, Benny X. So first of all, what we got here is betrayal of the highest degree. Because Benny X, I'm not saying that this man can't do no other endeavors, get more cash. I'm not trying to stop this nigga's flow because he deserves the best. All I'm saying is this nigga already got Lord Yeetimus himself, God of the new artists. He already has him. Yeet is like the Statue of Liberty holding up Benny X with his one hand, and got a book of fucking just a catalog of the best bangers to ever exist in human existence ever underneath his arm, just like this. So I'm not understanding why he would go from Lord Yeetimus and downgrade down to the absolute fucking bottom barrel of artists to ever exist, Drake. But that's whatever, you know. Like I said, I'm not gonna stop this nigga's flow. I get it. Everybody has shit taste in this fucked ass, this dunk ass, this stupid dookie fluking ass world. Just to take a page out of Yeetimus's book, everybody has shit taste, and they put nasty funk ass Drake up on a pedestal. And we all know that women is most of Drake's demographic, right? And what is a common factor amongst women? Having terrible fucking taste. Terrible taste in men, terrible taste in comedy, terrible taste in outfits, terrible taste in ideals. We all know that the modern woman today is just a bag of insecurities, defects, and fucking retardation. And if they're most of this nigga's fan base, I don't see how it's a far-fetched claim to say that this nigga's one of the worst human beings to ever exist on the planet, but most importantly, one of the most shit artists to ever exist on the planet. I'm gonna let y'all do your research on what the fuck this song sounds like, so I don't get no copyright claim or nothing. But this shit is ass. It's just like every other Drake song that's ever been made in fucking existence. And I know what you're thinking. God damn, this nigga must hate Drake. I don't really give a fuck about Drake. But I am sick and tired of this notion that this nigga's anywhere near the top of anything. If we're gonna say that Drake is the top of something, he's the top of being trash. Let's split the music category into three. Let's split music into three categories. We have God tier music, just top tier. Oh my God, this is fucking amazing. How does anybody ever make this shit ever? This is beyond human comprehension, right? Who's at the top of that? Kendrick Lamar, easily, of course. Everybody knows that. King Kendrick, King Kunta, my young African American male. Oh my goodness, you know, the short king himself. You know what I'm saying? I got a friend. He about the same size as Kendrick. Just a you know, not to slurp on meat or nothing. Pause. You know, not to slurp on no meat, bro. But I don't know what it is with these short niggas, but they be, you know what I'm saying, just handsome young fellows. And that's not to be on no dick or nothing. I'm just saying, handsome young fellows. My friend D, you know, you're a handsome young guy, my nigga. I know you watching this. You know what I'm saying, my nigga. Kendrick Lamar, handsome young fellow. I got some other, you know what I'm saying? It's just, they make up for the lack of height and just, you know, exuberant looks. There's actually this little Mexican that I know, you know, we're acquainted. Nigga got some pretty ass eyes. You know, handsome young fella, pretty ass eyes, my nigga. He probably like 5'3", 5'4". I can't even front. You know, I'll pick that little nigga up and just stare at him deep in his eyes, just like this. Oh my goodness. You are precious. I mean, just whatever. I'm getting off topic. Just King Kendrick up at the top. Now let's go down to the mid section. You know, whole lot of mid in this world. Whole lot of mid. Who is at the top of the mid category? You know, the person that is mid, but, you know, they might venture into the bottom half of top tier, probably not, but like, you know, it's like if they were to get any better, they'd probably be in like top tier artists. Who's that? Of course, J. Cole. J. Cole is the king of mid. The king of mid. You know what I'm saying? And I know what you're thinking. Shut the fuck up, okay? Because J. Cole fans, y'all niggas be tripping. Y'all niggas be tripping. My cousin is a J. Cole fan. That was my favorite cousin. My nigga. My number one. You know, I grew up playing with this nigga. You know, fighting with this nigga. You know, fighting with this nigga. We doing fucking wrestling moves. You know, we used to talk shit about his dad, talking about what's up, Baldy? You grip that nigga's head. That nigga used to punch us. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was my dog. Why, when J. Cole drops that mid-ass album, what's off season? When he dropped that shit, when did that come out? When did that come out? Like 2020 or something? When he dropped that shit, I listened to the album, I think twice maybe. I was like, all right. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? I said this nigga was mid, right? So that's really like the height of my thought process when it comes to his projects. I was just like, all right. I texted this nigga about it, you know, just to fuck with him, because I know he's a J. Cole fan. And, you know, I was like, this J. Cole album was mid. This nigga started getting out of pocket. Oh, you fat, ugly bitch. This, that, and the third. It's like, what the fuck? It's like, I'm like, nigga, I was literally just down in the ATL with your bitch ass. You weren't saying shit like this before. You know what I'm saying? You weren't saying this when I pulled up to your workplace and started fucking with you, calling you a stupid motherfucker, right? And then he gonna say some bullshit excuse like, my manager was there. No, your manager wasn't nowhere, nigga. Stop capping. Because if your manager was there, they probably would have said something about the whole family, you know, like 3-4 people talking to you while you doing your work. And we ain't talk for long, maybe 5 minutes, but that's 5 minutes of your ass slacking, nigga. So if they was really pressed about some shit, then you know what I'm saying? They'd be mad about that. They wouldn't give a fuck what you say to me. They'd be more upset that you're taking time off the clock. Like I said, bro, I just came back from the gym, so I'm perspiring, you know? And it's also hot in my room. I got my fucking, my jet engine of a fucking PS4 down here just emitting heat, just right on my beautiful black Hershey Kiss skin, my nigga. So, you know, this nigga started coming at me crazy. You wanna know something crazy? That's the last time I talked to that nigga, really. I'm pretty sure that's like really the last time I talked to that nigga. I might have talked to him one time after that, but it was never the same. We ain't talked since. And maybe it was never the same because this nigga's in college now. And, you know, as a college student, you know, and then I also live in a different place than, you know, I used to. So it's not like I can really visit this nigga or anything. So maybe that's the reason. But, you know, that J. Cole argument right here, a slight thing. You know, J. Cole fans, they're a special breed of dick sucker, you know? And that's no disrespect to my cousin, but nigga, you a meat rider to the max. And I feel like everybody needs a healthy amount of meat riding. Pause. That sounds crazy as fuck. But even the most gangster ass nigga probably meat riding one of his favorite artists. I guarantee it. And if he ain't meat riding that, he meat riding something or somebody else. The thing is that you need the meat riding to grow and to become the higher echelon of man that you need to achieve. That's why do you think so many people think that Andrew Tate is God sent or is just great? Because he's exactly what we need in this time of peril. This desperate need for masculine men. This man was a beacon of hope. And he still is a beacon of hope. It's just we can't hear Pastor Tate's beautiful words ring in our ears because this nigga's behind bars. You know, free my nigga Andrew Tate. If it's not an artist or it's somebody else. It could be a comedian. It could be a figurehead like Andrew Tate or Jordan Peterson or Joe Rogan or somebody like that. You know, it could be a fighter like John Jones. It could be fucking some fake ass deity that y'all niggas just started writing up in scriptures as you were whipping your nearest black man, like Jesus Christ. So just breeze past that. We have the king of mid there, of course, J. Cole. Sorry, I can't chew on these because, according to my friend, any point that I make while chewing on a water bottle material makes my points null and void. So let me just take a gulp of this water real quick and I'll be right back. Yeah, I finished it. So, yeah. Now we get to the trash category. I mean, there's a lot of niggas in the trash category. I mean, just low down dirty niggas in the trash category. And I want you to guess who you think is at the top of that. Oh, look at this. It's Drake! This nigga Drake is the king of trash. He's the king of trash. And, you know, he would be in the mid category if he actually produced good music, but he doesn't. And he hasn't. You know, back in 2010, 2011, when this nigga popped up on the scene originally, it was okay. You were like, you know, I was, what, 5, 6, 7 when I'm hearing this nigga on the radio. Just riding in the car. Mom got him playing. You know? That shit was fine. It was good. It was a little bop. Bam! And, you know, I was sitting in the back. You know, I was doing my thing too. I was right there with the rest of y'all niggas. I was like, even in my condensed godly frame, I was still thinking,
this nigga has some potential.
You know, just like that. I was thinking those exact words.
This nigga could be something special.
Little did I know that while he would grow into something special, it wouldn't be something special as in Kanye, Kendrick, Tyler, the Creator levels of special. No. He'd be a special type of trash. You know, a special type of ass nigga to produce ass tracks. So with this being said, when people say some shit like, what will happen when the big three get out? The big three? The big three? What the fuck do you mean the big three? And I know exactly what they mean by that. Oh, the 3 best artists. What? What do you mean the 3 best artists? And of course, you know the big 3 that he's fucking talking about. Kendrick, Cole, and Drake. You know what I'm saying? Lord Kendrick, Cole, J. Cole, that's all he gets, just his name. And old shit turd bag down here. I know what he means by that. He's saying that they're equal in stature, or they're in a row of one another. What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck do you mean? They are nowhere near each other. If we had to have a ranking, it'd be Kendrick, just off the charts. Cole, mid by a significant level. And then Drake's bitch ass all the way fucking down in Hades, my nigga. Like, just dirty stank nigga. Just funky, like how I am right now. What is that? Freshly sliced onions. Not actually, I don't smell it bad. I don't smell bad. You know, I'm a deodorized African American. Got that cocoa butter just sweating off of my warm body. I implore you. I'm gonna plead with you. Not actually. I'm you know, like I said, I'm the nigga who created you. All right? You need to listen to me. I'm God, nigga. You need to follow my teachings. And what I'm saying right now, what my scripture is reading right now, is that y'all need to take this bitch ass nigga Drake. You need to take him from your little fucking top 2, top 3, top 5, top 10, top 20 list. Y'all need to take him, Drop him all the way to the fucking bottom off the list. I want him off those lists. I don't want him anywhere near those lists because he can't touch those lists. Because this nigga hasn't produced any fucking music that has shown any growth, any transformation, or any skill. Even back in like I said, back in the 2010s, it was an acceptable time. It was whatever. It was like, okay, this nigga Drake, he's the new nigga on the block. And you could tell that even when you're a kid, you could tell he's a new nigga on the block. So it's fine that he's producing this level of bops. These are still bops at that time, at least, but you expect him to grow in that time frame, right? It's been a fucking decade plus since this nigga's been out. Where's the growth? Where's the growth? I'm not seeing no growth. This nigga Tyler came out on the scene when he was what? 17. He popped up on the scene mainly when he was 17. This nigga came out, made better music than Drake. That nigga said, look, Bastard. This nigga, the very first song in that shit, after Dr. TC starts talking about this, he starts off the, oh my God. He starts off the album, the first track with dun 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 dun. Well. And the words that go along with that beat was, "This is what the devil plays before he goes to sleep. Some food for thought, that's food for death. Go ahead and fucking eat." What the fuck? Oh my God. Oh my God. He said, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Yeah. And then from that first track to into the second track, a whole different beat. The last thing that he says correlates with the next song, and that beat, not to mention, just fucking one, just beauty incarnate. That was Tyler when he was just out of high school. You know what I'm saying? Just out of high school. Skipping classes in college to work on some bullshit he calls Bastard. That's a reference. That's a reference to another one of his songs. Oh my goodness. This nigga was producing heaters right there. You know, Tyler, he was already producing heaters just right out the gate. Then he steps it up with Goblin. Then he steps it up with Wolf. Oh my God, just a 10 out of 10 album on Wolf. You know what I'm saying? If the other projects were maybe in that 6 to 7 range, Wolf was a 10 out of 10. Then he makes the absolute heater, Cherry Bomb. The absolute heater, Flower Boy. Then he makes the absolute heater, Igor. Then he makes the absolute heater, Call Me If You Get Lost. And very soon, on the 31st, it's the 27th right now, you know, he just announced that he's dropping the real estate edition of Call Me If You Get Lost. I mean, and every single fucking album this nigga has put out since day one has been a step up from the last. It's been a step up from the last, and yet somehow he reached 10 on Wolf. He reached 10 on Wolf and somehow kept stepping them up. Every time this nigga puts out a new album, I think, God damn, nigga, this is the best. Every time. How is that possible? This nigga's reaching, he's in God tier levels. That's why he's top 3. That's why he's top 3, and personally my favorite. My personal favorite, but he's third in the top 3 discussion, if I'm being objective about it. Kendrick is the best artist to ever come out of anything ever, point blank, period. Better than Michael Jackson. Yes, better than Michael Jackson. You know, I can boogie down on Michael sometimes, but I can boogie down to Kendrick always. That's the difference. You know, family reunions, little get-togethers, that's when Michael plays. Kendrick is on repeat in my ears every day. Put on King Kunta right now. See the whole party drop. I got a bone to pick. I don't want you monkey mouth. I don't want you monkey mouth motherfucker sitting in my going to get. I'm mad, hey man, but I ain't stressing. True friends. One question. I mean, you know, put on swimming pools. Put on rigor mortis. Put on. Let me know on the stars. On, you know. Put on Mr. Morale. You can put on any of them on repeat. And yet, even though he came out with a 10 out of 10 on his first album, he's still grown with every project. Another example of greatness. Kanye came out the gate, 10 out of 10, first album, first project, and he's just consistently grown, shown growth in his musical style, shown differences, shown that he can create new sounds. Where is Drake's new sound? Even Cole has produced slightly different sounding records every now and then, here and there. And that's why he's the king of mid, teetering like he could get in the top tier if he made some consistently good tracks. But let's be honest here. Even on his best songs, he'll have a couple lines in there that are just like, you know, Oh, that was a filler bar. I can tell that shit was a filler bar. Niggas be quoting this nigga like he just spoke gospel.
Oh my god, when he said da-da-da.
That shit was ass. When he said da-da-da, that shit was ass. Let's stop playing.
Oh my goodness, when he said da-da-da.
Nigga, that shit was okay. That was cool. But it don't measure up to when Tyler said rape a pregnant bitch and tell my friends I had a threesome. It don't measure up. It don't measure up. If even the king of mid can show growth, somewhat, barely, not really. I mean, let's be honest here. I'm not saying that J. Cole doesn't have good songs. I'm just saying more often than not, if I'm listening to J. Cole, I'm just like, okay, that was cool. All right. I can't say the same for Drake. When I listen to a Drake song, it's like, you ever just stare off in the distance like this, having someone say something to you, but you're so deep in thought you don't even fucking hear them. Like, you hear what they're saying, but you don't register a fucking thing of it. That's what listening to Drake's music is like. It's like, you can hear it, but it's almost as if he's not fucking saying anything. And you would be correct. He's not. I mean, you can go on any of his songs and really get the same shit from it. Really. Doesn't matter what genre it is. It's the same shit being spoken, really. The same shit-ass R&B fucking, just dookie-ass singing. Sorry, excuse for singing. You know, Tyler said in the past he couldn't really sing. That shit is better than Drake when Drake sings, really. And just that awful rapping. I don't even know if you could really call it that. I mean, his rapping is fucking atrocious. You remember that video where that guy said you can make any Drake song by doing these little, like, these couple few steps? It was like 3-4 steps.
You just find an instrumental with some humming or singing in the background, and then you write down a bunch of shit that sounds like it might mean something, but really it means nothing at all. Yep. The winter's gone, but it's still cold here. It's been a bold year, but it's italics when I'm sipping out that chalice filled with callous Terry Rose, yep. Hard shit, leaning, I'm in the post, yep. Postpartum depression taking a toll on me. It's like I gotta stop sunning these motherfuckers, but it's so sunny in this motherfucker, cancer starting to grow on me.
He specifically said in that video, say some shit that sounds like it's deep, but you're not really saying anything. He perfectly encapsulated what that nigga's music is. Yeah, he doesn't change his voice. There's no difference in inflection. It's the same shit. And then whenever he goes from the then he'll elongate the shit into some singing bullshit. Drake, it's not fucking singing. That's just your regular voice, just a little bit higher. He goes all of 1 octave up for his singing. And y'all niggas act like that's the best thing since sliced bread. It fucking sucks. It fucking sucks. It just blows. It blows. It really just blows, nigga. And he's on everybody's shit. I can't escape this nigga. The day Drake is on a Yeet project is the day I kill this nigga, because I swear to God, you got Lord Yeet, and then Drake is just gonna try and sully the fucking track with this shit ass. Yeet just popped on the scene. Really, just popped on the scene all of a year ago. A little over a year ago. And I'm not saying that he hasn't been grinding or nothing like that since before, but I'm saying like he was popularized and has come into the mainstream just over a year ago. You can go back to this nigga's discography way back. Better tracks than what Drake is putting out now, because Drake hasn't grown in 10 plus years. That's fucking embarrassing. And how long? Let me see Yeet. When did Yeet release his first project? June 30th, 2018. It is 2023. You're telling me in 5 years. In 5 years. Let's look up how old Yeet is. I'm pretty sure he's like 25, right? 23, okay. Yeah, even better. Since this nigga was 18 years old, he has been making better music than Drake. And in 5 years, he has shown exponential growth. Every project is a different sound. Even if it's slight, he changes his inflection here. He does something there. He has fun with his music. I think that's what this boils down to. Is when I'm listening to a Drake track, it sounds like this nigga's just going routine. He hops in the studio. He has his fuck ass notepad with his shit ass, trash ass lyrics, and he says the same shit that he said on the last 20 songs. And then he puts all those 20 fucking tracks that all sound the fucking same, but with a couple different features that carry this bitch ass nigga. And then he drops the album, and y'all niggas act like this motherfucker just graced you with the most immaculate, slurpable 360 fucking bitch doing backflips on the dick ass head. But he didn't. He just spoon fed you the same shit. This nigga is the Apple of music. He's ass. He's ass and has been doing the same shit for over a decade, and y'all niggas won't hop off his dick. Android is better, and yet y'all niggas still preaching every day about how iPhone is the savior of the universe. It's not. It's shit, and you know it. You've just been lying to yourself for over a decade. Stop. iPhone is borrowing parts from this. They're getting their parts from this. You know that camera that you guys talk about so much? It's from Android. It's from Sony's. They're saying, hey Sony, give us your parts, because you're good at making cameras, and they're putting in their phones. The only reason why your cameras look better on applications than ours do is because we keep putting out different fucking phones. We keep upgrading, we keep innovating with different phones. And these app makers, they're like, man, I ain't optimizing for this nigga who keeps changing his sound, who keeps putting out these different projects, who keeps putting out these fucking products that are all different and this, that, and the third. So what they do is they take the bare minimum of code and give us this shit ass camera that's good for all of them. Or not good, but you know, it's acceptable for all of them. It picks up just enough for it to be okay to look at. But y'all niggas who have been using the same exact phone and don't have different software and malware and all these different phones, it's the same copy-paste phone, so they can use the same copy-paste code for your same copy-paste pictures. It's the same thing with Drake. Everybody else has been growing. Kendrick has been growing. Kanye has been growing. Tyler has been growing. Yeet has been growing. Ski Master Slump God has been growing. XXXTentacion, when he was alive, the beautiful man with the most amount of potential we've ever seen, he grew in the little bit of time that he was in the scene, and he grew exponentially. All of these artists are growing. All of these great names in artistry are growing. Where the fuck is Drake's growth? There is none. He is the iPhone of music. This nigga hasn't evolved. He hasn't changed. Nothing has come from this nigga that has been worthwhile in the last 10 years, and yet y'all stay on his dick. It's crazy. Just stop, dude. Stop it. It's getting old at this point. This meat riding, this dick sucking for an artist that's trash as shit. This is like when bitches say that a boogie with a hoodie is their favorite artist. Nigga, how? This nigga hasn't been good since Wonder Wipey Gooping Gapping Bitch I'm Drowning. Cut it out. And I know this isn't really it's not gonna change anything. Every now and then you see certain voices of the people pop up. These Malcolm X's pop up in the crowd, say, hey, turn that shit off when Drake is playing at the function. But the rest of you no name sheep bot motherfuckers with the AI code just inscribed in your cranium all turn around and look at this nigga and say,
Kick this motherfucker out!
and now he's screaming from outside the party trying to save y'all niggas from your mediocrity. And when he sees that there is no helping you fools, you fiends, you coons in the audience, he goes on about his business and listens to his Kendrick, listens to his Ye, listens to his Tyler, listens to his Yeet, listens to his Pharrell, listens to his Uzi, listens to his Playboy Cardi, nigga. He listens to niggas that are worthy of being played at the function, while y'all niggas are in there jerking each other off saying, man, wasn't that last Drake album shit as fuck? Oh my god, yeah, it was the best. Hey, you wanna go suck each other off in the bathroom? Niggas that are really gonna speak out against these fucking sheep ass pieces of shit that all listen to Drake at the function. We'll make something of ourselves. Trust me, you'll see. I'm gonna be something. I'm gonna be something fucking wild. And I'm gonna be screaming fuck Drake right at the top. Peace out.
Living off borrowed time, the clock ticks faster.